So, after the last one, um, I was having that issue with um, it was always producing either a solid square or a it was producing either an empty space or a special space. I couldn't figure it out why it was doing it, and then later on I figured it out, and it was I was loading the number rather than the value of the location. And I am now thinking, where the chuff is it? Let's keyboard read. It's under the check. Where is the block? No, it wasn't this then. Where is the block? Where was it? It's this user flag. It's where it said user flag 1. No, it might have been. I wonder if it was this. No. It was, but it was one of these, and it was doing a hash instead of it being the contents. So, and then since then, what have I done since then? We've got the sprite on it, and I have updated it so now the sprite moves with the block, and yeah, and it stops when the block hits a space. I haven't done any of the animation, but I've updated Vice. I don't know why it does this every so often. But so now if I go left, it moves and it's producing all the characters are being dropped in at the right place. I haven't done the tunnel, which was going to be the thing I was going to do today, but all the corners have a decision square in them. So I can happy to show you, and because of that I haven't redefined the characters, but now I know that the only place I haven't done it is it'll be in the tunnel. So when it gets to here, hey John, when it gets to here, that will be blacked out, so the sprite will just naturally disappear, and I have a good feeling that that one's natural because it goes off the border, but yeah, there won't be a decision. I'm trying to think if there is a decision in Pacman. Don't know, but we could turn that into a decision square. So I just have to. That's going to be my next. Oh yeah, that's true. Oh, it's just stopped. I didn't stop it. I'm not sure I can actually, because Sprite 0 has the highest priority. So I'd need to make Oh, and I think that might not be what you mean. So let me jump into Discord. Oh, voice channels. I'm in general. So, yeah, that's true. I could. I probably wouldn't. I'd probably make him Sprite 1. Because I want it to overwrite the ghosts. I want it to be over the ghosts when they eat them. And then that's just a case of so can't load 1. That would be 2. Actually, so we're going to have Ghost, Pacman, solid block. So, hey John. No. Let me just turn you up. Right, say again?
By the way, on the last streams when I watched them back, the Discord talk it wasn't going through on the stream, so you was talking, but you couldn't hear the response in Discord. I was just wondering if the Discord is not going through OBS.
That's interesting because the desktop audio picks up you, so I don't know why that's not being broadcast.
Well, let me just while I'm talking, I'm just listening on Twitch now. Right, so Twitch is hearing through your speakers. So it looks like the mic is picking up what I'm saying through your speakers, but the feed from Discord's not going through Twitch.
Application audio capture. Let's try that.
Right, okay. Well, I've got the...
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. It's still coming through your speakers. The mic's still picking you up.
Yeah, it probably will do because I'm not sure I can stop that.
No. I meant the... it's alright. I mean, if it picks up from your speakers, then that's fine. I didn't know if you knew...
Well, I'm just going to turn the overhead microphone off. Try it now.
Alright. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, testing. 1, 1, 2. Right, it's still picking me up, but it sounds like it's coming from a speaker.
No, that was with the microphone completely off.
Oh, right, okay.
So I didn't know that's a new thing that they've done. So with Discord, share your screen, start an activity, open soundboard. Hands are very garlicky. My wife bought something from Gusto to try it out.
I love garlic.
I love it too. It's very good for you. Let's close that. Show my screen. So, user settings. Voice and video. So I think let me try this. Are these on? I'm going to try it with okay. So talk to me, John.
Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Now there's an echo.
So that is using. Oh, I'll tell you. So desktop audio. Let's turn that down to there. Microphone. Oh, I don't know what this microphone is. That's off. Let's bring that down to there. So this is using the application audio capture, which should be from Discord.
Alright, I'm listening to Twitch now to see if I'm coming through. Right, it is, but there's an echo.
Right. So let me. Oh, that's interesting. Hang on. So let's do that. And let's do that. Okay, try it now.
Right, go. Here we go. Testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Testing. Yeah, can hear it.
And no echo.
No echo.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to disable that. Disable that. There we go. So I will hear you on my headset for speech on here. Now the camera's stuck.
Just deactivate and reactivate. Hopefully that might sort it out.
Yeah, I'm just about to try that. There we go. There we go. Let's try. There we go. So now when we talk, they will hear what you're saying. I will hear what you're saying. But
Yeah.
they will hear me through the overhead microphone, and it might all make sense.
Yeah.
So, so that's enabled now. 1 is for pack. 2 to 5 is ghosts. So, SP1. I think everything else is, apart from in here, which is where I move Pacman. I think that's the only place. How you doing anyway, John? You alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
Weekend is here.
Yeah. Yes, it is. I was just thinking if you're gonna change the pack, let's say if you decide in the future you want to change the Pacman sprite again,
Mm-hmm.
how could we make it easier on there? So you could just change a couple of settings. Means making some constants and then referencing the constants. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, seeing as that you know where you are, you could do it in the constants file. Yeah.
Just gonna turn you up.
I said, since you've just done it, so you know which places you've just done it. I thought it might be a good idea to do it now.
Um. Right, sprite pointers needs changing. Because that sprite pointers +1. Yeah, I'm listening. I listened to what you're saying. Let me just see if that runs as is, and then because the only thing good. So how stupid am I? I must have just, I don't know what I did. Hello. Um, did it say that I left?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Um, I mean, I did think about a lookup table which would have. No, I don't know. You would use a constant.
Yeah. Do you know where you've got up, down, right, and left? Yeah.
Yeah.
So scroll up. What I was thinking, because that's pack direction, you could have another constant block called pack information. Yeah.
Right.
So it's information related to pack. So this is how I would do it. It doesn't mean you have to do it. Yeah.
I know.
But what I would do was in the pack information, the first thing I would add is sprite number. Yeah. So let's say you want to make it sprite 1. So sprite number would equal 1. Yeah. Then I'd have another one then to say sprite pointer location or something like that, to which then you would then because you know your screen RAM location, yeah. But to be honest, you've got sprite 0, haven't you? You've got sprite 0 set, yeah.
Where?
So you could say a pointer equals sp sprite 0 plus number, yeah. Because I think you've got sprite 0.
I changed it. I did just
Yeah,
change it.
yeah. So sprite pointers plus number, yeah. So that points to where your
Okay.
no plus number, the variable number. Because if then it means you only have to change the number to determine which sprite you want to use, yeah.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay. Yep. That makes sense now.
Right. And then what you can do then is do sprite x and sprite y equals spx plus number times 2.
Wide number times 2.
Because they're in pairs, aren't
Oh,
they?
that's true.
Sprite.
Yes, you're right.
So you'd have to do spx plus open bracket number times 2, yeah?
Yeah.
And do the same with sprite y, which would be sp0y plus number times 2. So you're now defining everything that is related to the pack sprite in your constant.
Yep.
Yeah? So then all we have to do is find all the places you're referencing the pack sprite and change them to the constants information. So your name, right? Okay, I'll let you do. I'll let you do that one. So it'll be pack dot pack info dot sprite pointer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now a bit further up where you've got the enable, yeah.
What's that?
Oh no, it
was
was pointer. It was pointer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, you've missed dot label in front of everything.
Oh yeah. Fucking idiot. I would have got there.
Now it should resolve in your other program because you put sprite pointer, but it's not. You named it pointer, didn't you?
Yeah. But that's not going to be. That's not going to work. Because that is saying.
That is putting
Oh,
your
yes, it is.
yeah,
It's
your
pointing to
sprite.
sprite pointer plus number, which is set to 1.
Yeah. All right. So
So,
now, if you go back to the other page, you've got the enable, yeah, where you enable it.
This is where I enable it.
Hang on, I'm catching up. Oh, you're enabling all the sprites, so it doesn't matter, does it? You're
Yeah,
enabling
because
all
I thought I might as well do that because
Yeah.
I'll have to enable them all anyway at some point. So at least I've just done it in one point.
Yeah.
And so the
But,
only thing, go on.
but the background, the one above it, where you load one, store it into background priority,
Yeah.
you have to change that old one, yeah? Because if you change the sprite number in future, you need that to redo it. And the way to do that is to do power. There's a command in Kit called power. Let me just find it.
As in power, like no. Or do you mean that?
Hang on. No, there is a command called power. I think it's called power or power. Let me find it, mate. I'm just trying to get on the site.
The background that doesn't really matter
Yeah,
because
because you're making your Pacman have priority, so you need to adjust that if you change the sprite number for the Pacman. Yeah.
it was only that it was going to be background priority. That's what that was setting to. I can just leave it now because I'm going to put it under a sprite.
No. But you wanted that to be the priority of that to be in front of the background. Yeah, the
No, I
front of the
wanted it behind the background.
oh behind. So you
Yes,
still
because
need
there is a square there which doesn't fit.
right. The command is POW. So hash POW. No. On your LDA, so it's hash LDA hash POW.
Yep.
Open bracket.
Yep.
Pack info dot number, comma 2. And what that's doing, that's raising the pack info number to the power of 2. So if you change the sprite to say 3, that'll be 4. Or if you change it to 5, that'll be 8, and etc. So it'll always set the correct bit.
Okay.
So you just need to find all the other places where you're setting your sprite X and Y and change it to packinfo.spritex and packinfo.spritey.
Yes.
Oh, and the colour. We forgot the colour as well.
Yeah, I can do that. This is definitely new to me.
Well, I'm just trying to
No,
give
it's
you.
good. I love learning, and
Yeah, this is what I learned when I did Myriad and Nico's run and Aston Eats. Is starting to use a lot of constants because you change your mind when you're developing. You think, oh crap, I don't want to use that sprite.
yeah.
I want to use sprite 6, and then you have to go through all the code to find it. But if you do it in the constants, then just reference constants, and if you do it clever enough, you can do it. It does it automatically. So we need to put the color one in as well. Yeah, because you've got the color there, but we haven't got it in your constants. Yeah. So the color will be effectively the same thing as the pointer. Yeah. So it's going to be sprite 0 col plus number. And then you reference sprite at packinfo.color for your color. So you might want to consider doing that for your not there, mate. Oh yes, there. Sorry, behind. I'm not caught up. And you might want to do that for your ghost. Yeah,
Yes, it makes sense because
and
the
then
ghost
what?
will be dynamic.
Yes, and so you just reference that. Then if you change your mind on the ghost, you just do it in your constant file, and it will replicate. It will cascade down through all your code. So if you run that, nothing should have changed. It should still be working. If you've changed every reference to your sprite. That sprite underscore pointer was right to the top, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was sprite pointers.
Oh, sprite pointers. There we go. That's sorted it.
Still works.
So now, if you change your mind for the Pacman,
Yep,
you
makes
just change
sense.
that one line where it's sprite, where it's number, and everything else cascades around it.
Yep. So what I need it to detect is this. So that is 54. So 54. I'm going to change these as well. So this is going to be check 1. This is going to be check 2 because I know I'll end up having an issue with the amount of bytes.
There's an easier way of doing this.
There always is, isn't there? Go on then.
Well, all you're doing is you're checking the character and determining whether it's a special character or not. Yeah.
Correct. until we get to 54.
Until we
Because
get the
yeah, or actually, it's whether because 3F is a special square, but these are not. Then that's a special square, and these are not. And then 54 is one of the characters at the end of the tunnel, and that will go to a routine to move the sprite to the other side.
right. So I was just thinking that
Because what I could have done is put all of those special squares in a character range, and the non-special squares in a character range, and then just said check if it's smaller, check if it's bigger.
oh, you mean reorganize your character
Yeah.
set? Yeah, you could do that.
What were you going to suggest?
Well, I was going to say build an array and put all the characters in, and then just run through the array and see if it matches. But if you're willing to reorganize your character set, then yeah, you could do that and just say, right, is it in this range between 30 and 40? Then it's a special character. If it's between 40 and 50, then it's not.
But I'll still need an individual one for 54 because
Yeah.
that's like an end of tunnel. But how does this array thing work then?
Well, what you would do is you would right. So the right. What is that function actually doing? So this is what I think it's doing. Now, tell me if I am right or wrong. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, from the look of it, you're only testing for two states, if it's a special character or not.
At the
Yeah.
moment.
At the moment. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now, if you scroll down all to at the bottom of that routine, right? If it doesn't satisfy all those needs, what happens then?
Um. It will stop moving.
So for any other character, it will stop moving.
Correct. Because it's going to
Right,
be a wall or something.
right. So what we could do is we could create a routine, yeah, that um, that looks at an array. But I mean, how many characters have you got in? How many characters have you got for each set? So how many characters are in your non-special, and how many characters are in your special?
Um. We've got a space, a dot, and the end of the tunnels. And then there will be the animated power pill. And then the other one it will have to detect is the ghost. So there'll be a
Right.
character for the ghost.
Because that if statement's going to get bigger and bigger.
It won't
Um,
get much bigger. I think there's only three things I've got left to do. I've got the either side of the
right,
tunnel to do.
then leave it as it is. Then I was wondering if you was going to have 20 or 30 characters to
No.
test. Yeah. Okay. Then leave it as it. Leave as is, mate. Don't overcomplicate it if it's not going to give you any
Well,
benefit.
I'll be interested in using the array at some point because it's something I've not done. So, oh, I have done arrays. Well, actually, I'm not sure if I have.
But yeah, I mean, I can walk you through it if you wanted to do an array. Just so that in the future. But I was just wondering how many tests you were going to be doing. But seeing as that you said there's only three more, then you might as well leave it as is because it's satisfying the need. I was concerned that if you got up to 20 characters that you was having to check for, that I was saying to myself that needs to be an array to check. Yeah, just run through the
No,
array.
it's literally stuff that's What do I need to check for? I need to check for a dot. I need to check for the special dot because a dot will go up by 10 points.
Yeah.
Special dot will go up by 10 points, but it'll leave that sort of square behind. I've got to check for this character, so it goes across. This is all part of. It's just part of the same thing, and then
Yeah.
there's just the power pill.
All right. Well,
Um,
yeah. Well, I mean, like you said, you've only got 3 more, so might as well leave it as is. But I think that if you in the future, if you're going to start testing for lots of different characters, like I'm going to be doing for um, Arcadia, right? You might do an array test. You know,
yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to do this VSync, stop the flashing.
So this is. Let me think. So there's this one. So this is tunnel. Tunnel right. This is a standard dot. This is actually I don't need to test for 47 because I'm always going to leave a space behind me. So I don't care about 47.
Right?
Why's that got an underline under it?
I bet you've got a check 6 already. Just hover over the line and see what it says.
Oh, I know why. Um,
All right, it's gone now.
yeah, it's because I put a colon after this one.
All right.
Um, oh, I've done that wrong. It's gonna be so on the right hand side it's 44, it's not 54. Oh, I've already done it. Just leave that for the moment. So 44 is the tunnel. this is tunnel left. No, it's 43's tunnel left. So 45 is that the dot? No. I don't need to check that. Absolutely don't need to check that. So 44, 44, 46 is a special square.
Oh.
Go on.
I'm still here. Certain Mr. Crisps have arrived.
Indeed, I have.
I was just about to send Stuart what you've just done.
Right.
I was just waiting for him to finish his thought processes.
Why, what's he done?
He has done. Have you got a SID player?
Oh, is this the VIC-20 thing for Grey?
No, this is for you.
What?
Right.
C64 music.
Let me send it to you. If you've got a SID player, there you go.
Don't
I've
know
DM'd
if
it
I have.
to you.
In Discord?
Yeah. Do you have VLC? Have you got VLC installed?
Probably.
Because that'll play it.
Alright, keep in mind none of these tracks are original.
Oh, no, I haven't.
Only if I can export it as an MP4.
No, it's alright, I've just put it onto VLC,
Oh, okay.
It's,
Did it play it?
yeah. So, is that like the start of it?
Yeah. Do you know when you're at the start, it says let's go, you know, the title where it says let's go when you're at the start of the level, that's the tune that plays. And
Oh, is it?
Mr. Crisps has done that for you.
Oh, that's really good. I want to learn how to
Yeah.
make... What do you use for music?
For music, I use Goat Tracker Ultra,
It is
specifically
Goat
for the
Tracker.
Commodore 64.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never learned it. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Are you also doing the stuff for Grey as well on the VIC-20?
The only thing I've done with the VIC-20 is, I think, Hired Sword, which is currently a prototype.
Who's doing that? Somebody's doing something great.
Furoy.
Oh, right.
I think it's Furoy who's doing the coding for that one.
Are you Scottish?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't hold that against him.
Hey? I didn't hear what you said.
I says, don't hold that against him.
I don't.
It was a good game on Tuesday.
What was on Tuesday?
It was England v Scotland. Was it up? We was at your place, weren't we? So
Oh,
it
was it
Scotland v
rugby?
England. Yeah,
All right.
Scotland v England. It was a friendly. Been a long time since
Well,
Scotland.
about as friendly as you can get in a football match.
Was it football or rugby?
Football.
Oh, right.
It
Oh, I
was a
don't
good
watch
game,
football.
actually. I was listening
I'd-
to it.
I don't particularly like football either, to be fair.
Well, I mean, saying the last time we played, it ended up in a riot, didn't it?
That sounds about right.
I think goalposts were lifted up and everything, wasn't it? And that's why they never did it again.
I wonder why.
But it was a good game. I thought it was both teams certainly went for it. At some point, Stuart, I think you should start thinking about your characters being constants as well at some point in the future, because you might be testing for these characters elsewhere as well, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, this is all learning, so I never did the, I can actually get rid of this now. And, so this becomes 2711. 2711. 2711. So this will be shit. Yes, it is ABSX. So and then LDA hash dollar 11 TAPAC dot ABSY. So that's the block moved, and then I need to move .11 is B4. That can't be right.
$11 is the column, isn't it? Or are you talking row?
No, this is so 11 is the row.
Which was the character role, yeah? Is the character row, and then B4 was your sprite row, wasn't it?
Correct. But oh no, I'm an idiot. It's 27. Oh, yeah, it's 11 in decimal. It's
11 decimal or 11?
No, it's 11 in decimal.
Right.
So that will be B. And this will be 1B. So now B is I suppose the thing to do is move the sprite to it. In it. So at 80, so this is 80, 88. Oh, I just do it in calculator. Oh. Oh, come on. So that's 80, 88, 90, 98. Is that right? It is, it's A0, A8. Of course it's 16, isn't it? A0, A8, B0, B8, C0, C8, D0, D8, E0, E8, E8. E8. So I know that this is B4, C4, D4, E4. Wrong. I'm going the wrong way. I'm an idiot. B4, A4, 9-4, 8-4. Oh, that's not right. Have I done... I might have done the wrong one. This might be tunnel right. This is tunnel right.
Or just change the label name.
I have done. So, so this is 43. So jump left. This will be jump right. And so that's an RTS. That's all I need to do. And then do tunnel right, left. It's going to be LDA hash dollar '01. Actually, I don't know if I need to. I don't need to alter the Y's. It's just the X I need to do. So we're going to be in the. So we're going to be in the right row.
Yeah. So you're just moving it from one side to the other. So Y will be the same. Yeah.
So I know that. '80. So we've got that is 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. see if that works. Oh. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've got rid of something I do need. I do need to check for a space.
Right.
I do need to check for the space because... Right, so what I'll do is I'm going to put that down here. I'm going to put that to here. I'm going to put a standard dot into check 1. And this is going to be oh, come on. And then I also right, this is decision space dot. So that will now so when I run this I shouldn't have those right, so it looks like a proper maze now. And I can go back over myself. Oh. Now that's offset now. Something's
Well,
changed.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's offset. So it looks like you've got. It looks like you've not quite worked out your X properly. Well, I think your tunnel right and tunnel left are the wrong way around.
No,
Because
they're not.
on the tunnel left, it didn't do anything, did it?
No, neither of them are doing it. So I
Yeah.
don't know why yet. I fixed the X position. So um, so the tunnel right is character 44, which is character 44. So when it hits this square, it wants to go to the tunnel. It wants to go to tunnel right.
But
And when
then
it
it hits that character and then wants to go left again.
oh yes. Yes, it does. And that's because that should be a 1. That should be an 8. Oh, no, no, no. No, I've got these the wrong way round, as you said. I've got these the wrong way round. Because when I go to the tunnel right, I want it to go to the left. When I go to the tunnel left, I want to move it to the right.
Yeah.
And but I was also putting it straight onto the other check character, so I've offset it now to 1 more.
Right. Okay.
Is Chip's gone? Oh, he's gone.
Yeah, he went a while ago.
So that's the tunnel working.
Go
Waka 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 waka. So yeah, that's working fine. Right. Easy as. What are you giggling at?
Don't say that too loud, mate.
No, I won't.
Something will bite you in the bum.
Everything always does. So I think from here it's good.
Oh, you are shitting me. Oh,
What?
I've got the V blank working on the bead. It no longer flashes.
Oh, you're working on the B program and it no longer flashes.
Yeah, the sprite's no longer flashing.
Oh, you did that last night. I thought it was you had
No,
to clear.
yeah, I got it working, but it was flashing. When I was moving it around the screen,
Oh right.
at certain points of the screen, it started to flash because the raster line had caught up with it.
Oh
Well,
yes, you mentioned that.
now I've got it to draw the sprites while the raster is off the screen. So now there's no longer flashing. Ha 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 ha! Nice, excellent. Get in there, John. I'll have to talk about this on Monday when I'm.
So I didn't know. I thought the BBC did all its machine language in the basic.
Well, it has got an embedded assembler in BASIC.
Yeah.
So you could, if you wanted to, type everything on the BBC using the BASIC interpreter, but putting it into assembler mode, yeah?
Yeah.
So, yeah, you could do that if you wanted to. I mean, that's how I did my A level.
I need
Um,
to because I've always liked the BBC, but
it's quirky. Let's just say that. I mean, the video memory is very quirky. You know, yeah, it's slightly different than the way the 64 character memory works, so it takes a bit of getting used to. I like it. So I've got an intro now that tells me where the V blank is. Nice. I wonder how much CPU I'm going to be taking up when I put more than all those sprites on the screen. Me likey. Me likey.
I am going to have to do more checks.
Right.
Because I've got to now check for all of these characters. Which is the power pill animation.
So they're all the characters to do with the power pill,
Actually,
yeah?
I wonder, rather than doing that, I wonder if it'd be easier to have one character and just move the data around in the character ROM.
Well, that's how I did. That's how I did the animation in Hunchback. You know, and the floor with the conveyor belt floor.
Yeah,
That's how I did that. So the conveyor belt characters were all the same character, but I redefined the character every frame or every 4 frames or whatever it
I can
was.
do that. I've never done that before, so it'll be an interesting.
But then you're only testing for one
Yeah,
character on your map for the power pill.
yeah.
And to be honest, mate, you're only going to be copying 8 bytes to redefine the character. So
Yes.
you just what happens is that you're going to have your power pill character, and then further down the character set, you would have the animation that you're going to copy into that power pill character.
And that's going to be $4F.
So that's your power pill character, yeah.
It will be.
And then but that's the small pill, isn't it? That in the animation. So you're going to have to create yourself another character, aren't you? To do
No, I'm going
more.
to. Oh, I see. No, I'm just going to. Um.
Because that's your small power pill, isn't it?
Yes.
So when you
No, no, no,
redefine
no,
that,
no. This is a new character.
oh right, okay,
This is
okay.
a new character, but what I will do is I'll have to copy that into this one, which is 5.3, and use a lookup table to say where am I going to grab the data from.
Yeah.
So it's always going to be 4F.
Oh, I'm really pleased that this is not flashing now. And I've got it animating now.
So what that needs to happen is on here in the game loop. So we're going to be doing all that, Um, So that will be the name of this.
And you'll need a counter, won't you? Because you won't be wanting to update it every frame.
Correct. But the first thing I want to do is just get it working, and then I can slow it down.
Yeah. Be back in a sec.
But I've got a frame counter, so I can just...
Oh, piggyback off that.
Yeah. What? Oh, why has that got an error? Why is that? Oh, it's because I haven't run it? Okay, yeah. So, so here, that's the sequence of characters. I will need, fuck off. So this will be set to 0. So the first thing I want to do is power pill animation frame, load, oh, I haven't done this for a bit. So it's going to be in here. I need to I can call this something, can't I? Can I call it something?
Yeah, you can after the line, just put a labeling called character set colon.
Here,
No. Add a line.
new line,
Yeah.
and then what?
And
Put dot label.
just type character set colon. No, not label, because you're defining at that memory point what you want. So I would put just character set colon.
And that will be referenced to F000.
Yeah.
Which means then down here I can go LDA character ROM. That doesn't work. Oh, character set.
Yeah, but that's not right. That's not right, Stuart.
Okay.
Because you've got to remember, right, you're on your animation frame, yeah?
Yeah.
So it'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, how many frames you've got in it. Then you've got to go and say, right, what's the character for this frame? So you've got to do LDA your array, comma X. You know, the array that you've done for your power pill animation.
Oh yes, yeah. I've just realised what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. So
And
it's
then
gonna.
once you've got that character, times it by 8, and then add it to your character set.
Yes. Yeah. Why times it by 8?
Because there's 8 bytes in every character, so you need to times it by 8 to get your the first byte of each character. Yeah. So character 0 is 0. Character 1 would be index 8. Character 2 will be index 16. So you need to times your character by 8.
So it's ASL. Oh, it's not 7. It's going to be 1, 2, 4, 8. It's going to be 3.
No. You don't need to do that. Just get rid of the LDY07. You don't need that line.
Done that.
Right? You just need 3 ASLs. Right? ASL number 1 is times by 2.
Correct.
ASL number 2 is times 4. ASL 3 is times 8.
I just wondered if I was doing it loop would be quicker, but
No. And then you transfer your accumulator into Y, and that's your index. But then, no.
No, I don't need to do that. I just need to
Well, what's your character numbers? Let's work this out, because times in by 8 might be too much.
$79.
59?
79.
79 times 8. Yes, that's bigger than a character.
Yeah.
That's bigger than a...
It's going to be... I take it off 64.
Yeah.
Because each block of 16 will be counted for. So it's 16, 32, 64 plus 16 is 80.
But to be honest, Stuart, we can do this differently. No. I've just been thinking. We could do the same thing as we did with the screen roll. Yeah, because you know where your character set is because we've just defined that label. Yeah. We know what character numbers we've got because you've already got them there. We could actually get the array to work out the position of the character in memory, and then you just load that memory location and just copy the 8 bytes. Right, so go back to your array, and I'll try and talk you through what I'm thinking, yeah?
That's what we're eventually going to have. No, it's not. Yeah. Right, back to the array.
Go back to your power pill array.
Yeah, I've done that.
Right, I'm behind.
I know.
Right, you see where we've done the screen lookup? We've got 2 rows for low and high. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you can do the same for your power pill animation. So what you need to do is that power pill animation, you need to copy those 2 lines and paste it directly below and change the labels to power pill animation low and power pill animation high. Yeah.
Hang on. Power pill. Yes, I see what you're saying. Actually, I don't think we'll need a high. I think it'll
Yeah,
always be F0.
no, because it will go to F2.
Oh, will
It'll
it?
go, yeah, it'll go to F2. That's why we need the high. Now, copy your byte array into both the high and low, and then I'll tell. Well, copy it into the high, and then we'll copy the high and modify it to put it into the low. Yeah.
I thought it'd be the other way around.
No, because what we're going to do is we're going to get the assembler to work out the locations. Yeah.
Okay, go on then.
So on each of the bytes, make it a separate line so I can give you the equation for each of the bytes, yeah? Because it's going to be an equation that's going to work it out, like we've got with the one above.
Like that.
It's a pity that, yeah, like that.
Do you prefer doing this, or do you prefer streaming your own stuff?
I don't mind, mate, because
No, I said just what do you prefer? I prefer teaching.
well, you know I like teaching. You know I like getting other people excited about this sort of thing.
Oh yeah. Okay, go on then. So I've done that.
Right. So on the line. So if we go to the 46 at the top,
Yep.
yeah. So in front of it, you want to put
In front of the
But,
46,
yeah.
but
Right.
after the byte.
No, after the byte, yeah, before the 46.
Yep.
So you want the greater than sign to say I want the high byte,
Yep.
and then you want character set plus open bracket.
Yep.
And then the $46 times by 8 close bracket.
Yes. Oh, it doesn't like character set. Oh,
It
because
probably doesn't know where it is because you haven't linked it, yeah. Because the character set's in the main file, so you'll always get that problem, right?
hang on, I've just itching my ear. Okay,
Right.
but that doesn't matter because the lookup the lookup tables are imported.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just do the same for all of these.
Yes. So what we're doing is we're working out the physical location of that character
Yep.
in memory. Yeah. You missed the bracket as
I
well.
haven't done that bit yet. I'm just doing a mass copy. Have you played Starfield yet?
No, mate. I've still got to get an Xbox.
Oh no, you play it on the PC.
No, I bought it for the Xbox, but unfortunately my Xbox One X can't play it.
Your Xbox what?
My Xbox One X can't play it. It's meant for the Series X, so I've got to buy a Series X.
Oh, the new one.
Yeah. I'm hoping to see if I can get one this weekend if I've got any money.
Raspberry Pis have dropped in value as well. I went on to Pi Hut because I'm going to have to get a couple of 4Bs. Okay, so we've done that.
Right, so now copy that byte array and paste it under low, but change the
The
greater
symbol
than.
from the greater than to lower that to less than.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought if you highlighted it, it would...
Yeah, you have to change the. Oh, it's lost the highlight. If you highlight it again, there should be an option where it says do the highlight. Oh, hang on, let me do it on mine. Right, so if I highlight it, Control F, replace. Yeah, there's a next to the arrow up when you highlight it, next to the arrow up and down on the finder and replacer. That's the one to change the mode. The next one across the 3 lines. Next to the up and down arrow.
Yeah, I got it.
There you go. That's now doing in the select, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, well, now I'll do it.
It's the.
Okay, I've done it. I'll just press return.
Yeah.
So now we've got. Okay.
So you can get rid of your power pill animation array because you no longer need that. And then you go back to your routine. And now you've got your frame. So now you can load the power pill animation high, X and store it in your temporary, your code modifier. And then store it in. You need to label your. That's it. I might be a little bit behind, I think. Hang on, let's refresh. Yep. So then you store it in. +1. And then do the same with your low, but it's different, just the modifier. So now you can do your loop, your 8-byte loop. So I would use your Y register and go initialize Y to be 0. No. You don't need to do that now. You don't need to do that now.
Okay.
So load Y with 0. Yeah. Then create your label for looping. I think you're a little bit ahead of me.
Yeah, I've got the loop.
Then it's load your power pill modifier, Y, and then store it in, right? And this is where you're going to have to work. You're going to have to work it out. So STA character set plus open bracket 4F star 8 close bracket, Y. I think you've missed a plus. That's it. And then increase Y, CPY with 8, branch if not equal
7.
to the loop.
Oh, 8, isn't it? Yeah, because.
Yeah. You always test one more because we start with 0. and that's it. That's your animation, your character modifier routine. Do you understand what's doing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. Yeah, absolutely do. Oh, um, now I do need to make sure. I think I do, because I will be, um, commenting on it. But this lookup table this is a sequence of the power pills. So
Yes.
rather than using an indexed, yes. So that's what I was thinking. That what I would actually have to do is no. I've still done this wrong. I still need to have a different character because I'm modifying this character. So how is it ever going to get back to 4F when 4F is a modified one?
That's what I said right at the very start.
Yes, you did. Yeah, you did. I understand that. 4E is here. So I am going to have to use 5-4. So 5-4. But that should be... I changed that.
Yeah, that's all you need to do.
And then on here...
So make sure your map is referencing 5-4.
That's fucking piss easy, isn't it?
This is when you start thinking about it.
Well, I try and think about things, but I don't know enough about this stuff.
Yeah, but you've got to remember, mate, I learnt all about this when I was doing Hunchback.
Yeah, I know, absolutely. Absolutely. So, if I run this... I get nothing.
Are you calling that routine? You're not updating your frame, are you?
Hey?
You set it to 0, but you're not actually updating your frame counter.
Yeah, but I'm not doing a check on the frame counter.
No, but you're updating the power pill, yeah? But your power pill
Oh!
is not being
Yes.
updated. You're not increasing it or anything like that.
So here, I need to INX and then STA power pill.
Well, first you need to check that you haven't blown your array. So you need to how many?
So
how
1,
many?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that'll be checking against. I'll be checking against 9 because if it's at 9, it's gone too far.
Yes, and then you want to reset it back to 0. So that's it. Branch if to just do a.
Oh, branch if equal.
Well, no, branch if not equal. Branch if not equal to just branch not equal to set frame. Just call it set frame. Branch if not equal to set frame. Yeah.
Why set frame?
Because I'll show you. I'll tell you in a minute. Right. So branch if not equal to set frame.
Yeah.
Then the next line would be LDX 0. Because you're resetting
set
it.
frame.
And then set frame. and then do the
STA.
STA.
STX. Power pill.
Power pill.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to do, but yeah.
Then you didn't have to branch out, you see. You just bounced around.
Yes. Yep.
Now, if that works, Pac's going to be going. There you go.
It's working, but I think I might need to export.
Oh, the character set.
Character set. Oh, it's still got a heart in it. Why is there a heart in it? Oh, because I'm a fucking muppet.
You need my Muppet sound effect.
So it should be $1.53, which it is. I just put the I just filled the wrong character. So there we go. So now I need to do the frame control.
Yes, to slow it down.
So and I'm going to do it here. Right, so I can so if it's not equal to 0, no,
Yeah.
this isn't going to work. To do it once a second, it's going to be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So, that's once a second.
Yeah, roughly. It won't.
It won't be perfect, but so
But the
if
thing
it's
is, how high does your frame counter go?
here,
Because if it doesn't get to 64, it'll never hit it. No, it won't. Look.
no, it won't.
What you need to do is actually do a compare and say that because it says up to 59, right? Let's say if you want to get it to do it once a second, then link it into the frame counter, because you're going to have the same thing, aren't you? So what you need to do is load frame counter, yeah,
Mhm.
and then do compare with 3A, yeah, so one less than you're actually testing for. Branch if not equal, bypass your JSR, and if it is equal, then it does your update power pill. Yeah.
Yeah. But what if I want it twice a second? Then I have to do 2 compares.
You'd have to do 2 compares, yeah. Or create a different frame counter for your power pill.
Yes. Is that what I called it? Yes.
I think that continue frame check 1 needs to go underneath,
Yes,
doesn't
it does.
And then you want to branch if not equal to it. Then that should do it. That should do it. So that will update your power pill once every maximum frame count, basically. Yeah. There you go.
Oh, this is...
53 was a space, wasn't
Yes,
it?
it is.
Well, take that out,
I'm
mate.
just about to.
No, I mean in the array, and then
I'm going
just
to.
knock your array down by 1.
And that has to be dropped by 7.
Yeah, 7. Yeah, and that should do it.
Shouldn't that be... Why is that 54?
Because that was your one you just created. So if you're using 53 now,
Yeah, no, that's right. No, it's still 54.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's not. It's 53.
So you'll need to reconfigure your map then, because your map is on 54. And then re-export your map. Ah, Sources just spotted an error.
What?
Sources just spotted an error, mate. Yes, and he's right. So I'll let you finish that, and then
Somebody's
you'll
just
see.
Oh, Saucy.
Yeah,
I've changed the wrong compare.
yeah, we've changed the wrong compare.
Oh, right.
We need to check. Put that 8 back to 8, and it's the 9 down to 8.
Yes, that's it.
So some points coming to Saucy. He's been lurking
I
for a
didn't even know
while.
he was there.
Oops. He's been lurking for a while, apparently. Hi, Saucy.
Well, there's a few people on, but... Anywho,
I wonder if Saucy was on when I went, yeah, I've got the sprite, stop it flashing. That should work now. There you go.
it does. So... No, there must be a way of computing. We're better off having our own frame counter. Power pill counter, I think.
Yes. He says he was.
Frame counter and power pill. Fucking hell, I can't type. So then what I want to do really is, this is when I can do the maths on here. So
what I would do is
here,
after your ink frame counter,
yep.
load your frame counter.
Well, it should still be in memory in the accumulator.
No, because you've increased it. You've increased the memory location, so you need
Okay.
to load it back in. So you know that it's going to be between anything between 0 and 59.
Yeah.
So let's say if you wanted it to run twice a second, yeah, then you would say and with 31. And then store it into your... No. You don't just store it straight into your... No, don't need that BNE. Don't need that. Just store it straight into your power pill frame counter.
Why?
Because what you've done is you've basically masked off the high part of the so that will then run through twice. It runs through it twice. Because you've masked off the high bit, so effectively it'll go 0 to 31 and then reset to 0 and do the second 31 because the main counter is going up to 59. Run it, you'll see. It'll be twice as fast. So you're taking your main counter as your base point, which goes from 0 to 59, yeah?
Yeah.
And then what you're doing for your power pill one is saying, I only want to know when it counts up to 31. Everything higher than that, I don't want to know. But because when you in binary, you're not actually saying ignore the number. All you're doing is saying, right, it's starting from when it goes to 32, it's starting from 0.
Correct.
33 will be
Yes,
1.
yeah, I understand that bit. What I don't understand is I'll have to do a load further up here then.
No.
Well, when is it going to jump to this power pill frame counter? When's it going to jump to the frame?
Yeah, you still need the test in there to do the execution, yeah?
Yes.
So you can either do it in your main loop, right?
It will be. I was going to do it up here though. So I'm basically checking to see if it's equal to 31.
No, well, make it check for equal to 0, mate. It's easier to equal.
What's that?
You can
Check it for what?
just load it and then do branch if not equal. Then when it's equal to 0, it will run your code. So when it loads, if it's 0, it sets the flag, yeah? And so every time it goes to 0, run your code. You don't need to do the compare. Now you just called it continue loop.
Yeah, I know. I've just fixed it.
All right. That should do it.
I can't see how. This is a bit that's confused the fuck out of me, because
Which bit? Which bit are you talking about?
what will this become if the frame counter is 1 and then I AND it and then store it, it's going to be 1. It's going to be stored in there. If it's 32,
yeah,
that will become a 0.
Yeah.
When it goes up to here, if that's equal to 0, it will do this frame. So when this gets to 59, it will still not be 59. It still won't be all the 0. It won't be all the 1s here, because the next time that changes is at 61.
No. When you reset your main counter to 0, your pill counter will be 0.
Right. Okay.
Because what you're doing with that AND is masking off the high 3 bits. You're not interested in that. You're only interested in the lower 5.
Yes.
So you'll always give you a number between 0 and 31.
Yes. So when it's 31, power pill frame counter becomes a 0. Becomes a 1.
No.
Becomes a 0.
No, 32 will become a 0. 31 will still be 31.
So you're saying that when it gets to 32, and
It will be
those zeros will be storing 0 in here, which means it's equal to that, and then when I understand.
It's going to run twice for every one main counter cycle. There you go.
Yeah, but it's not even.
It's not even because you're counting up to 59, not 64. Yeah. So what you need to do is in your main frame, instead of counting up to 60, you need to get it to count up to 64. So your main frame and your pill frame are in sequence. Yeah.
Well, that's now going up to 63.
Yep, 0, 63, 64.
Yeah, but it's still not showing these even.
I don't know why it's pulsating. It seems to pause.
It does.
Are we actually bypassing that ink frame counter somehow?
So, if it's not 63, it goes to here. If it is 63, no, it should be 64. If it is 64, it goes to here, loads it back, and changes it back to F FF, which will then increase it back to. That will change it back to 0. Loading 0. Let's try that. Now that's altering the pulse.
There's a definite.
There's a delay in it somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me just Sure, that's what I thought, but then what's going to happen is when it gets to 63, it goes down to, which would be the 40, which would be your 64 frames. When it gets to 60, if I had that as 3F, which is 63, it hasn't done that frame yet, so that's the 64th frame. So it will then go to this and increase it. So it will be resetting it on the 63rd, on the 64th frame, rather than showing the 64th frame and then resetting it.
So what you need to do.
I think that's
so
right.
So what you need to do is, so on the it's the 62nd frame. You need to reset it on the 62nd frame, because 31 times 2 is 62.
So if we check that it's 62,
Yeah.
and it's equal, it resets it to 0.
Yeah. That should do it. That should stop that pause. Because I think it's going through. It's missing the zip, like you say. It's missing the 0 on one of the cycles.
No.
There's another way. There's another way we can do this, Stuart.
Hang on.
Don't do the check. Go back to your frame routine.
I'm on that.
No, the counter, the frame counter routine.
Okay.
Right, do you know it's got LDA ZP frame counter, the very first one, yeah?
Yeah.
Put ink.zp frame counter in front, the line above it, yeah?
Oh, above it?
Yeah. Right. Then underneath your LDA, and it with 63.
Oh, I know what the issue is. I'm a fucking idiot. I put $1 and not a percent.
Ah. Well, this will be better for you anyway. because under the and, store it back into ZP frame, yeah?
The frame counter.
Yeah, ZP frame counter.
So you've increased it, loaded it, anding it, and then storing it.
Yeah. And then you can get rid of your compares and the ink further down.
Why?
Because you've masked off the counter up to 64. So when it gets to 64, it becomes 0 again. As Source's just put, it now counts from 0 to 63, which is 64. And everything will be synced up then. So you can get rid of lines 60 through to 66.
Well, I can't get rid of 63 because I've got to.
No. You can get rid of you can get rid of line 6. Hang on. Oh, I might have. Right. Get rid of your BNE line. Get rid of the LDAFF
Well, that's
line.
the reset.
No, yeah, you don't need it now because you're doing the and. You're implying a reset with that and. You're saying
Okay.
you're only allowing us the range between 0 and 63. Yeah. Get rid of the ink frame counter label and the ink itself. No. So that's it. Now, line 62 you don't need because you've still got it in the accumulator, so you can still use it.
Well, I don't need six. I don't need the other end either.
No, you do because you want to run it twice a second. You want to run it twice, so you still need that and there to filter it down even more for your power pill frame counter.
Oh yes, I do.
So now we should have a steady animation. Oh, you need to change it to a percent, by the way. Line 61. There you go.
Right, that's no good. That's still too slow.
Well, knock it down. Change your and to make 16 then. So, or 15, sorry. Just remove one of the ones. There you
That's
go.
very succinct. That's nice.
Do you understand how? Are you grasping how we've
Yeah,
done that?
absolutely am.
So you've learned your character redefinition using one character on the maze, but doing a character redefinition system, and now using a main frame loop to drive all your other frame counters.
Yes, it was a bit odd at first. That's better. It's a better circle. Yes, it was. It was a bit odd, but then I sussed it.
So basically, your power pill frame is changing every 4 cycles. Every four
Yeah,
cycles.
yeah, but it looks smoother now, doesn't it? So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah, that's much cleverer than the way I did it originally.
the only time that falls over is when you want to precisely say, I want a frame counter between 0 and 48, for example. Then the ands tend to get a bit messy, yeah,
Yeah.
because um, they're not in sync. Because you're using the base 2 as your counter, all the ands will work because you're using the base 2s. So it's 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, or any one of those combinations rather than saying 48, because then if you do the ands on 48, you'll end up that you'll get a misfiring counter. It'll either not fire for one cycle or fire twice for one cycle.
So who's saucy? Apart from being very saucy. I don't
He's
think I've seen him on yours.
Oh, he is.
I'm sure he
Oh,
is. I just said I haven't seen him. And
yeah.
obviously I've been away for a long time.
He also contributed to
Hunchback.
the Myriad Pie game.
Oh, okay. So it's 5-3. So that should be a 5-3, which means that then it won't stop at the power pill. And it should just put a space behind it.
Nice. You need to be a bit precise.
You do at the moment. Because what I'll do is, it's going to be quick for the moment, and then when it does other stuff, it will start slowing down, I think. But I can then look to do a delay. So so really, I think the next thing would be do I animate the pack?
Well, that's the next logical step
Well,
before
actually, I
you
was
get
thinking,
into.
well, because that's an animation, I was thinking the next logical step for me would be to start doing the ghosts.
Yes. Because the animation, you're going to have to, for the animation of the pack, you're going to have to take in consideration the direction you're going as well, aren't you?
Correct. That's, I think, quite simple, because what I was going to end up doing for the animation was setting the here, so I could set animation frame. So the so because the other thing I've done, oh, actually, is that, have I done it? Because the other thing I'd done was, oh yeah, oh no, that was right. Was, oh, that's something I've forgotten to do something. What I did have it doing was when I pressed it, it would continue in the same direction. At the moment, it's stopping. I did have that working, and I had done it through oh no, I must have something broke, so I think I took it off. But it was, what I did was it was here. No, it was, ending the key press. Oh no, it was down here. It was down here. So what I did then was I said jump to Andy.
Hey, Andy.
Hello. So then I don't need that. And so basically if I hadn't pressed another key, rather than it stopping, it would take the value of the old key because it would take it from the pack move.
Right. But do you reset the move when you go into the keyboard routine?
I
The
didn't.
control routine?
I can't. Yes, I think I took this out. And I'll let the keyboard determine whether I had done anything, which is here. So if I've not pressed anything, none of those will be right, and it will
But it wouldn't have reset your move. So when you do your movement routine, it would still move.
correct. That's what I want it to do. So you only have to press the key once, and it continues in that direction. I don't want it to stop.
Yeah.
And actually, I think I switched these around as well, because I think again of the height, the length of they work for the moment. Oh no, I have switched them around. So we've got to jump to left key, jump to right key, jump to the up key. That's going to be B and E to the this will be a jump to the down key. And then here it will then continue the pack move, and the pack move will pull the move from here, because pack move has got it. So all I would do then is load pack move, CMP oh hang on, I've got them as constants. No.
Yeah, pack direction.
Okay. And if it's an up, it was going to jump to the up key.
No, 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 no. Do branch if equal to jump up key. Do branch if equal to up key,
Got it. I got it.
and then the next compare would be compare down. Branch if equal to
Oh, okay.
down.
Yep, yep, yep. No, hang on.
But it's not pack direction dot down key. It's just dot down, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. You don't need. No, it's branch if equal to up key. You don't need to jump in there.
Right, but I didn't know if it's going to be too big, too far.
No, we'll figure that out when it if it fails, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think it's that far from looking at the code. So make it branch if equal to up
Up key.
key, yeah, and then branch if equal to down key, and then do the same for the other two as well.
How are you doing, Andy, anyway? Haven't spoken to you since a bit. Got these fucking midgets. It's like a fruit fly. Fuck off. It's now smeared on my screen. So pack direction dot left. BEQ left key. You're knackered. Sorry to hear that. Well, it has to be equal to one of those. There's no RTS needed. Well, I'm redundant, so one of those weeks for me. This is my first full week of redundancy, so I'm very happy with this stuff. Although my bongo's in the garage getting a new water hose. So yeah, there you go. So now I'm just pressing it once and it's moving. Yeah, that's why I went wrong, because I thought if I go to the wrong direction, I want it to carry on. If it can't go, but I thought I'll figure that out later because it all went pear-shaped. So, and now, and here is where I need to this is where I need to
Andy, Direction is a great band.
not. But this is also where I need to change the. But I think maybe I should. Not do it here. Because that will just swell it up.
Not do what?
To change the sprite.
To be honest, I would create a separate function like you did with the update power pill animation. Create a sprite animation function that uses the move as the direction, yeah.
All right, Andy. Good night.
And then you can work out the animation from your move.
You mean
Yeah.
in the pack info?
No, well, the animate. Well, first for the animation, you need a frame. You need a frame counter, yeah, because you need to know what your animation. Because
Oh, okay,
the,
yeah.
the animation is directional, yeah. So you need to know what your base animation character position is, and then apply your frame counter to it. Or you could get Pacman animating every time it moves. So it's on a new frame every time it does a cell move, yeah?
No,
Because
it should update independently
right.
of a move.
And then do what you've done with your power pill on that. Have your routine that tests for it being zero and then fires the function that does the animation for Pac-Man. But I'll let you do the update for the function first.
Hang
Things you were
on.
there.
So
So basically, it's copy line 50, 51, and 52, isn't it?
yeah. Actually, that shouldn't be frame. That should be animation.
Yeah.
Just shows how shit I was at programming, because this is so much more succinct, I think.
No, it's evolution, mate. It's only evolution. You're learning more and more, and you're applying that now to your code.
SDA pack move. It's pack move.
So copy that thing in your new. Go back up, mate. Do you know where you've comparing for the each direction? Just copy that entire section into that function, yeah? because you're going to be testing the move to work out your animation, yeah? And so the code's already there. There it is. Continue pack move. Line 159. You need to copy line 160 to
Yeah, I got
168.
it. So this will be
So instead of up key, down key, you want up animation, down animation, left animation, blah blah blah.
oh, you idiot. So, so this is going to run every whatever, and we're doing that check there. It's going to be update Pacman animation. And so what I need to do is, okay, I need another constant.
Constant or variable?
Variable. Oh, it's a constant, isn't it? I mean,
Right.
it's going to change. It's going to alternate between.
Right. The thing you need an index, right? You need a frame index, like you did with your power
I
pill.
wasn't going to do that. I was going to just alternate between. This would be set to a 0 or 1. If it's a 0, it would show the full circle. If it was a 1, it wouldn't show the full circle. And then it would do the working out in the up, down, left, right.
But how many frames? How many frames in your animation?
2.
It's just the two.
Yeah. So it's like on or off. And it's the same frame for all the directions, which is the circle. Let me see, so we've got the same frame, but we've just got the direction. So one going left will be that one, and then that one. Going up will be that one, and then that one, just alternating.
Right. Okay.
So all I was going to do was switch a counter on, or maybe even inside that pack user flag. And if I set bit 3 to say it's a 1,
Yeah.
that means
Yeah.
you don't.
Yeah.
Does that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. With you. Use your flag. So bit three would say whether to be a full circle or be the directional mount.
So actually, the first thing I could do is load the user flag 1 and hash.
No, not hash, because that's loading the value. You want to load the memory location.
Oh, okay. Load. Yes, that's why I went wrong before. And hash percent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is hang on. Is it bit 3? I said it's bit 3.
Yeah, so it should be 1 and 2 zeros. Yeah.
3 zeros. Oh no, hang on. Did I get? Oh, hang on. Have I done that right? Have I?
Well, look at your comments.
I'm looking. Hang on.
Yes.
Bit
1
0,
and 2
bit 1, bit
zeros.
2, bit 3. So it's the fourth.
Yeah, 1 and 3 zeros. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm ending with that. And if it's, and I've said if it's if set. So if that's a 1, that's a BEQ, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, B and E. Continue pack animation.
So when it's set, is that the full circle or the
It
mount?
will be the full circle.
Right. So you want it branch if equal. Branch if equal to 0 to continue the animation. If it's not 0, that's the mount, isn't it?
Oh right, okay, yes. See, I get that fucking wrong. BEQ. So if it's a 0, it will continue the pack animation. If it's a 1, it's going to do this bit, which is to load hash dollar.
It's 0, isn't it?
E0.
E0.
And then at the very end, it's going to be that and RTS. So end pack animation.
Well, it's not going to be an RTS because you need to do your switching, don't you?
Yeah, I'm just doing. So what I'm going to do here is, so here it's going to be LDA hash dollar. So this is up. So that's going to be 0, 1, 2. So that's E2. Left is E1. Right is E3. And down will be E4. Yeah. So then that will then store any of those codes into the animation. What I also need to do is I need to set the animation oh no. Oh yes, that's right.
There's another learning opportunity here.
Okay, hang on, let me so this should no, I still need to and here I need to
There's a learning opportunity here.
mm-hmm.
Right. Get rid of that OAR. Get rid of the OR in the store. You don't need it.
I was just looking at what Saucy said about
Yeah, we'll come to that in a minute. Yeah. Right. So at the end, where you've done your store into the animation frame, so at the end before the RTS, do load user flag 1. So after you store, do load user flag 1. Now,
yeah.
What you're doing, yeah, is flipping the bit.
Yes.
You're flipping it from 1 to 0 and
Correct.
0 to 1. Now, there's a 6502 command that will do that for you. Do you know what it is?
Do, 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 do. Is it the bit command?
No.
Okay.
You're in the right ballpark. It's a bit operation.
Yeah, but
Do you want me
so,
to give you the hint?
but it doesn't start with a B then.
No. But it sounds like all.
All?
All. You know, you've got and or. What's the other one?
Oh, XOR.
Yes. If you do XOR, yeah.
Hang on.
Are you going to find it, are you?
Yeah. It's not in here.
What, in the advanced user guide?
No, there is no XOR.
EOR. EOR.
Oh, exclusive OR.
Yeah, exclusive OR. We normally say XOR, you know.
Exclusive or memory with accumulator. So I am going to so if there's a 1 in there, it changes to a 0, and if there's a 0 in there, it changes to a 1.
Yep. You've got it.
So that's flipped.
Yep. So every time you run the animation, it does the flip. Yeah. Now, what Saucy was suggesting.
And I just want to run it without that. Fucking awesome. So that means I've got something else wrong.
Yeah, I bet you're clearing out your move.
It's here.
Flag.
It's here. I don't think I need those two. Oh.
Yeah, you're clearing out your move flag when you hit the wall, I think, and so your test is not doing the flip, yeah. Because you're testing your move flag, but when you hit the wall, you zero it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what needs to happen is if you zero
like
it out, yeah, there we go.
So what I also need to do is have I need the first one to not be looking up.
Well, change your the problem is if because we've set it for on the move, which is your direction, that's why it's doing up.
Yeah, no, I need to set that to be.
But let's just talk about what Sources suggested, yeah?
Yep.
So what he's suggesting is because we're using direction, which is a number between 1 and 4,
Yep.
yeah? Why not map your directions onto the Pacman index? So you don't have to do all the tests. All you do is just add your direction to E0.
Oh, okay. You mean that would be here? It replaces that.
It will replace all those compares.
Yeah.
On all the animation setting below.
Yeah.
So what we need to do is look at our constants for up, down, left, and right, and make sure that those indexes match what you've got in your
Sprites.
sprites.
So it should be 0 is left. This will be up. That is right. And this is down. There you go, I fixed it. No, I haven't. It's not in there. Yeah, it's a bit, but that still works.
Yeah, that'll still work.
Because it'll still be 0, 1, 2, and 3 when I add them on. Oh, sorry, it'd be 1, 2, 4, and 8.
No, we're not doing bits, it's just numbers.
No, it's a bit.
No. Not for your bright indexing. It's not.
Oh right, okay.
Oh, oh, it's bits, isn't it?
Yeah,
I thought we were doing numbers.
yes. But I could.
So you might as well leave it as it is because you'd be doing basically the same thing. It's not
All
numbers. We
right.
didn't make it numbers, yeah?
Or do we change it and not make it a bit and make it that's 4 bytes then, isn't it? Would it
Well,
be easier coding?
we did it as bits because of the possibility you could do because of the joystick that you could do two directions at the same time.
Yeah.
No, we just leave it. I mean, if it was numbers, I would agree. I would have agreed with what Saucy said. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it means it was just
It
been
makes
an index.
sense. You just add it
Yeah,
on, don't you?
yeah. But seeing as that it's not. But do you want another? Do you want another learning exercise?
Always, if it makes sense.
Right.
Hang on. I'm just going to get rid of that initial move. So
Oh,
it's I'm going to set that. I'm going to load this into here. Is it hash? Yes. And then
yes.
store that into pack.move. I don't know why. Does it make it any difference? It just knows that oh, I feel dizzy. So that should still work. It should now set.
Yeah. Load.zp hash doesn't work, mate.
Where have I put that?
Line 74 in main.
Line 74 is an import.
Yeah. Look at the error message.
Oh, it's in init ASM.
Yeah. So line 69. Look, you've got load ZP hash
Oh yeah,
factor.
yeah. I got too keen. Yeah, so look, there we go. It's now moved. Right. Okay, learning exercise.
Right, go back to your pack animation function.
Yep.
Right, so if you scroll down to where you're doing setup frames, yeah?
Well, I'm doing setup frames.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you can get rid of the jumps, right? By doing the clever bit masking thing that we do, yeah? So there's a command called bit that basically doesn't do anything, right? But it's a good way of hiding an instruction if you don't want to execute it. Yeah.
I've seen a bit.
So
I've just looked at that.
yeah.
God, now what's
So
it? Tell me what you want to do because
so if you rem out your jump
yeah,
and then do dot byte $2C.
Type in dot byte.
Yeah.
$2C.
Yeah.
Charlie.
$2 Charlie. Yeah. And you do that for every jump.
Right.
So what happens is when say if it's doing the up frame, yeah. So it loads the accumulator with E2, and then the next instruction it sees, because it says it's 2C, it goes, oh, it's a bit instruction. Now 2C is the bit instruction for an absolute memory location, which it then executes as bit and whatever the 2 bytes are for LDA-OE. And then it looks, it goes, oh, it's a bit again, right. And what it doesn't do the LDA because it thinks it's a bit instruction. Now, the bit instruction doesn't do basically anything, right? Nothing that you need to be worried about in this function. And it sort of disguises the LDA. It fools the CPU in thinking it's a bit instruction rather than LDA. But because you're jumping to those set down, set left, set right, the first thing it sees is an LDA, so it executes it as an LDA. So if you run that now, it should still perform as it did before. It's just that you just saved yourself a load of bytes because you're not having to do jumps everywhere. It's camouflage in the LDAs.
So bit 2C is an absolute, and it
Yeah.
takes up 3 bytes.
Yeah.
So by putting in dot byte 2C, the computer sees the command bit,
Yeah.
and then it looks at the next bit of code and says that LDA is actually a bit. It thinks it's
It thinks it's a memory location.
It thinks the next 2 characters are memory locations.
Yeah.
Should it not be 2-4?
No, 2-4 is a 0 page, so it's only 2 bytes. You want to so therefore.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
you
what
need.
we're doing? Oh, no, go on.
So to disguise 1 byte, let's say if you wanted to disguise an INX, yeah, you would use 2-4. But because we're trying to disguise 2 bytes, we have to use the 3 byte mode, which is the absolute mode.
And that's because LDA is 2 bytes, and then you got the 3rd byte. Is that correct?
Yeah. Which is the instruction byte.
The LDA hash is number 2 bytes.
Yeah. So it thinks the LDA hash E1 is an address.
Got you. So what you're saying, okay, so it will just ignore everything, but in the accumulator we've still got the correct thing.
Yeah,
And because we've got the jump, because I'm jumping to the right place, it sees the first LDA command that it should do, and then ignores the rest.
Yeah. See, the only thing that bit does is affect the flags, the status register, but we're not bothered about the status register in that particular instance. Ah, Sources just put it in there.
Look, it's not animating.
Okay, let's go back to. Let's go back in there. It should not affect it. Oh, line 345. Get rid of that.
Oh, right.
We've told the computer to ignore the store.
Right. Okay. Oh, look at that.
There you go. This is now advanced optimization, matey.
Yeah. I'm not even close to being advanced.
But it shows you that you can
Yeah.
disguise.
Never seen that before. 345. What's that mean?
No, it was line 345
Oh, right. Oh, on the problems.
on the code. Yeah, because we was disguising the store. Oh, don't worry about that. It's because character sets in your main file
Yes,
and you can't
yeah.
include the main file.
Well, the only thing I'll tell you what I could do. Is move that to initialization. Oh no, I can't, can I? No, I can't.
No, you can't do that.
No,
But what
because
you
I've got to do
can
it.
do,
Go on.
what you can do is create another file called assets and paste it into there.
What does that mean?
Right. So if you cut that out and create another file called assets.asm, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And then at the top put import what hash import
Oh,
one.
of course.
Right. And then in your main do your include. So you import. So put a couple of lines in between, mate, because you want to insert your code above the assets, yeah, not below it. So put some lines. There you go. So you know that you put the other imports before your assets.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you can import assets.asm in the files that are complaining. There you go. That's that one done. I think it was general routines, the other one, wasn't it?
Yep.
And lookup tables, I think.
Yeah, I've done that.
There you go. Still works.
I don't know why that's still showing that, because it's gone. Brilliant. Okay.
It's just code organisation, that's all.
Yeah,
that is.
yeah. Fucking hell.
So you've done a lot tonight. You've done animation by character reader definition. You've got sprite animation using your.
Where's that gone?
I don't know what's. It'll probably sort itself out eventually, mate.
Okay.
Now you just need to comment it all.
Yeah, I can do that out of hours. Fucking
But
hell.
do
I
you
do.
understand what you've learned
Yeah,
today?
yeah, absolutely, absolutely do. Which is why I'll have to comment it and then go from there, because I have been commenting stuff where I needed to, and yeah, so I've just got more comments to do and code correction. Fuck off! Did I not get you again?
You can have smears all down your monitor now, guts and blood all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm just looking because you're doing all those ZPs and I don't. And I think I've got a setting set.
Well, it
Um,
doesn't highlight it, and it doesn't say it. But it doesn't. I know it doesn't like it, and I don't know if it alters anything.
yeah, what it does, it you're telling it it's a 0 page
Address.
load, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think by default I think by default it does absolutes. Now I think I've got it set to be 0 page unless otherwise. I'm just trying to find it. I'm just trying to find.
I'm trying to think where it all started when I didn't have it, and then I realised you needed you did this, and then for some reason it just then stopped. I can't remember why. So I've just got into the habit of trying to make sure and differentiating it between a standard LDA and a zero page LDA.
Yeah,
So that's where all my corrections will get put in. So so yeah, been a useful night. I've done more than I'd done and then undid, because I had a go at this before and I got the Oh no. I haven't done what I wanted to do before, which was when I run it and I do that, I want it to continue rather than stopping where it is. Because I am sure that on the real game, it doesn't let you stop. Yeah, it ignores an up movement when you can't move up. So that's sort of the next. Because what I want to do is get this movement sus before I start looking at ghosts.
right.
So I will work on that. I think.
So basically, in your control system, you want to, if they're going to go up, you need to look at the character that goes up, and if it's
Correct.
an illegal character, to ignore that move command.
Correct.
Well, that shouldn't be too difficult. Shouldn't be too difficult.
No, I don't think so.
Because you've already got it anyway, because that's how you test if you've hit a wall. But what you need to do is you need to say, right, this is going to be a more generic routine, and and have when it's done it just comes out yay or nay. You can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's very similar to what I did in Nico's run on the generic collision system.
How do I do an embedded loop? With that, you can't. Can you can't do
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, I was wondering if you could get another one of those symbols, but
Yes, you can. It's if you change that loop to an exclamation mark again.
yeah, you have to put it in brackets, don't I?
No. Just put it exclamation mark, colon, and then on your second loop, it's exclamation mark minus minus.
Already done. There we go. That's interesting.
Well, you've slowed your game loop down,
I know,
so
I know,
therefore
I know. But I was also looking at the what I need to do is I need to be changing on every movement as well. So that's going to be a timing thing. So this is going to be let's go to say 1-0. Actually,
or you link your move. Well, yeah, your moving would slow down, wouldn't it?
no. What I was going to do was I was going to do this because I think this would work. Hang on, LDA $BO, and I'm going to call it delay 1, and then delay 2, which probably will be FF, and then can I not LDA hash dollar 05 STA delay 1 LDA hash dollar FF STA delay 2, and then that's a bit like a macro, but it's actually just modifying that routine.
Yeah.
Right. That's not a good way of doing this. That's not a good way of doing it. I think. I wonder if that would work. Changing when the keyboard display and all that gets run through the frame counter. Ah, fuck it. Do you know what? It's late. That's another. That's another thing. I'll have to think about it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm watching a Pacman video as we speak, and he doesn't animate when he's stood still. But he animates rapid when he's moving. But he doesn't animate when he's stood still.
Okay.
So,
I'm just gonna have a look.
but I think, I think you're probably right.
You're right. It just sticks. I'm playing now.
So,
Yeah, I'll have to. We'll fix that next time.
well, do you need to fix it? I mean, are you trying to be faithful, or are you trying to make your own version?
I'm obviously trying to make my own version. It can't be faithful because there's not enough lines on the screen. I did think about doing it to scale and then scrolling the screen up and down, but I thought, fuck, that's Hunchback all over again. No, I'd like to do it as accurately as I possibly could, but I'll do all that next time.
Yeah.
But I do need to slow it down.
But his animation is rapid. When he's moving, it's rapid.
Yeah, it is. But what have I got it as?
Well, you're changing the animation every fourth frame.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to drop it down to every other frame. Well, every other frame. Drop it down so it's just and with one. Yeah. It's in your main loop, isn't it? Your frame stuff somewhere near the bottom.
Now, what if I and it with those two zeros?
Not that one, mate. Not that one.
Yeah, it's a pack frame counter.
You need to. Yeah, you'll need to.
I need
swap.
to drop that to below it, don't I?
Yes. Yes.
Or reload it.
Or reload it. But I think just drop it down. There you go. That would speed the animation up now. Probably more to be more like it. Yeah. No, that won't work, mate. It's you're doing an and. Yeah, so it'll always fire if bit two's got a one in it.
Hey? Oh,
That
right. That's probably a bit better.
Oh, you've tied it to your power
Power
board
thing now, yeah. So although it is the power, that looks slower than that because that's doing an animation. But right, I'm going to call it because
Yeah.
it is now half past nearly, isn't it? 23.
Yeah.
So
3.5 hour stream, mate. record for you.
Is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, I will finish this and probably play a bit of Starfield.
Well, have a good weekend, mate.
Yes, yes, you too. I'm gonna
Well,
go and look
I
at.
might stream tomorrow. I might do some of this BBC stuff tomorrow.
All right, and Saucy, I can see you're still on, so have a good night, and hopefully see you soon, both of you.
All right.
All right,
Have a good one.
you too.
Take care.
Cheers. Bye.